welcome to the I Shall Bloom Show. Yes, a show where we interview stellar individuals whose work and legacy has profoundly uplifted our community for the better. Each week, we interview a new guest and we take a deeper dive into the work that they're doing in their lives, sharing ideas and experience. You see, here at I Shall Bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall. Today, I have a special guest. His name is Mr. But I've got to add the O, okay? So it's Osaze, Jahi. And he is here to produce, he's the producer and promoting a beautiful, wonderful play that's going to be coming live. It's going to be August 30th and the 31st at 5 p.m. at the Woodlawn. He's going to talk more about the Woodlawn Point Community Center here in San Antonio, Texas. It's called Broken Glass. And the thing is, some things cut deep. And we know about that, you know what I mean? No more of what happens here stays here. We gonna break free of that, broken glass, break the glass, whatever we need to do to get out of those boxes. So without further ado, I introduce you to Mr. Jahi Osaze.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Good. I'm so glad to be here. The first thing I want to say before I start running my mouth about anything, I appreciate you inviting me on your podcast.
Yes.
And you just don't know how elated I am because of the invitation. You've been so kind-hearted. You've been so nice. And I just wanted you to say before we get started, I truly appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, that's just that's my norm.
Good,
you know
good.
what I mean? And so hopefully it's infectious that we can be, everybody can get that way.
Mm-hmm,
Where we get love
yes,
first and it's a victory.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
So what's going on?
Well, really what's going on is there's a play that's, as you mentioned, coming to Woodlawn Point Community Center.
Yes.
That's August the 30th and 31st. That's a Saturday and a Sunday from 5 to about 7:30. And the play is called Broken Glass.
Yes.
And basically this play deals with abuse, trauma. And as you know, there are many abuses. And what we talk about is, we talk about sexual abuse or sexual molestation.
Yeah.
We talk about physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and then we also talk about neglect in the play. So it's something for everyone there, because as you recall, and I recall when we grew up, there is either someone we know or even our own selves have been abused, and we have to deal with the abuse.
Yeah. We have to deal with it any way necessary.
Yes, ma'am.
And so basically that was a whole generation of dealing with abuse that we never knew how to deal. So some violence begets violence.
Yes,
Begets violence. So if you abuse, sometimes if you are abused, then you don't know any better. You abuse.
Yes.
And it goes on. And so that's what you're breaking that glass.
Yeah. This is perfect because we have to realize that according to the CDC, 1 out of every 4 girls are molested. Young girls are molested before the age of 18. 1 out of every 8 or 9 boys are molested. And so we can no longer, as you mentioned so candidly at the outset, we can no longer sweep this under the carpet and not talk about it, because it's happening even as you and I speak.
Yes.
So we definitely want to address that. And in the play, we don't just talk about sexual molestation, but we talk about other abuses. And that's why this play is very pertinent for all of us.
Yeah, so what made you, I know I was looking Vincent Webb stopped by the other day, I think Friday, Thursday, one of those days, but he said you was just on this show.
Yes, so, I'm getting around.
Yeah, so I was like, and then I turned on the thing and you were on the WSA radio station. I was like, oh, dang, I got a superstar coming to my show. And I said, telling some beautiful stuff, beautiful story. So what made you want to come out and talk? You know, because sometimes it's best. I can't even say it's best. Being a person that has suffered trauma, major traumas. So I can't even talk about hiding things under the carpet anymore. I can't even mention that word because I'm in front of the camera now, and you know, and it hurts. I want to talk about it. I want to hurt. You're not hurting me again. I'm not allowing you to keep me in a box or whatever. This is my life. I take control of it. You're not in it, and I'm telling you. So,
beautiful. What happened was, I have a family member that's very, very close to me, and I grew up with her. And one day we were talking at least about 3 to 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And she started sharing things with me that made my glasses fog up. Because I didn't know that while us being raised together, that she was dealing with the abuse that she was dealing with. And when she got finished telling me her story, I was in tears because I see her every day and I never knew it. So when she shared that with me, I said, you know what? If you're dealing with that and other people are dealing with that, why not let's have a place to discuss that? Because there are many people that are still dealing with it. And we can't be ashamed to talk about all the abuse that we've gone through. That's what prompted me to actually write Broken Glass.
Well, I just put myself in her shoes of just sitting there playing with your cousins and your sisters. You're playing, but in your head, you're wondering, okay, where is he coming? When is he going to come? He's going to ask me to go and go to the store with him, and we got to go do this. While you're playing, you think we're having fun, but in their head, they're wondering when's the next time.
Wow.
I got to prepare for this, and is he going to be mad at me if he's watching me right now, or you know what I mean? So I put myself in her shoes of all the stuff that the women, our men who are going through as a kid, playing it off. I
really appreciate your candor and your candidness, Sandra, because you're speaking, and I can tell, like you said, this is very emotional, it's touching. And we have to have these safe spaces to talk about these things. And I just thank you for being open and honest about it, because a lot of us aren't. But a lot of us have been abused verbally. We've been cursed out since we were little children. And that affects us when we become adults. And this is why we are the way we are, many of us, because we never dealt with the childhood emotional damage that happened to us. And now that we're adults, we're still carrying a lot of that baggage. So Broken Glass takes you on a journey, but the goal of the play is basically at the end of the day to say, we all have issues, but we have to deal with all that happened with us, even at our ages now, so that we can become better adults. Because we have too many adults that we're just so mixed up in the mind because of what has happened to us, and because we don't talk about it, because we bury it, you know, we become that broken glass.
Right, and also too, I wanted this. It was also known. We portray as molestation is only for girls. And so we don't talk about, men don't talk about it, they don't get a chance to talk about it because it's like, oh, I'm gay, you know, it makes them feel like, you know, they're manhood, homosexual, or, you know what I mean? It just takes you out of the character. So men don't want to talk about it because they get pushed into another level, which, you know, they may not be gay. Or it was just the victim of abuse.
That's right.
And so we need to open up the, you know, and so hopefully this opens up the door for men to talk about, hey, you know, this happens to me too.
Exactly.
This happens to me too. And so that's not the lifestyle that I wanted. It was put on me. You know, I didn't want to be a promiscuous little girl. It was put on me. And so all that rolls up until an adult that's hurt, that didn't get help. And so they end up living in a lifestyle that wasn't them.
Exactly. You'd be surprised how many men I talked to about this production. I went to St. Philip's College last week, and I would call myself to drop off some posters and come back, but it took me almost an hour and a half because I ran into two gentlemen. And they shared their story with me, and it's exactly what you said. And these grown men were pretty much weeping because they said, man, I'm so glad that you're here to talk about it. I want to come and also help myself, because one gentleman said, so I was trying to explain to him, what we have to do is we have to take those things and we have to the fact that I'm in control of my life right now. What happened to me in the past, it should have no bearing on me. And when it comes up and creeps into the head in dreams, or tell that thought process, okay, so it happened, but I'm a better person now because I'm learning how to live on a day-to-day basis, and I'm learning how to treat people the way they should be treated. And a lot of times that gives them therapy. Yes, ma'am.
When you take that, I like that. When you take the power,
yes, ma'am.
You take the power over that secret, because the secret, once it's a secret, it has power over us. So you're always in fear. That's going to come out. Oh, this is going to come out. But when you let it out, hey, this happened to me on this day, and it happened to this day, and all these times, and this person did this to me, and what do I do with it? You drop it to somebody else, and then they're go, I love you. I still love you.
Yes.
This is how we deal. This is how we're going to deal with it.
Yes, ma'am.
And move on.
Yeah. Broken Glass deals with a lot of areas of life that are unaddressed. For example, we deal with healing from trauma. That's what you and I are discussing now and engaging.
Yes.
It also deals with alcoholism. In the play, there's a young lady who's going through some trauma because she's been drinking and she's trying to get her son back. She's been sober. So she has an appearance at CPS. It is a climactic scene because she's been clean and she wants to get her son back so that she can be the person that she should be, because we all have done things that we are ashamed of or should not have done. It also talks about what's true friendship. There's two people in the play that are thick. They're just like thick and thin. In other words, true friends, when you tell me something or you disclose something to me, as a true friend, I have no business blabbing it out to other people. No. But in this particular play, we show people what is really true friendship. We talk about it, but we demonstrate what is a true friend. Yeah. You know, we talk about loneliness. Right. When you're sometimes in a rehabilitation center, all of us talk about this faith that we have, this spirituality, but a lot of us ain't gonna get off the couch. So this one young lady is in the mental institution, and no one comes to see her. And then I'll stop after this because I don't want to give it all away. But there's something about inconsideration. Where sometimes we talk about the problems, but we don't do anything about what we talk about. There's a young lady in the play who she knows everything. She thinks she knows everything. You can't tell her anything, but she's not going to go visit her own relative who's in a mental institution that's suffering from abuse. So it's a lot of layers. It's a lot of layers just now.
And that takes me back to, and I'm just going to say the church, because I grew up in the church, and a lot of things bad happen in the church. So we do a lot of preaching in the church, but when it's time to be in those homes, that person that needed, they're not there. So that's the same thing, you know, not getting off the couch. You know what I mean? So in the church, we need to be about it too. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to preach about it, and you expect us to follow the rules of your teaching, you need to be real.
That's so true. You know, it's awesome because this particular production, it's a production that talks and speaks to all of us. It doesn't speak to one person. That's why I don't want people to think, well, you know, maybe you weren't molested, okay? But maybe you were neglected. See, that's another part of abuse that we don't talk about. That's a type of abuse, I should say. When you're neglected, it makes us become the people that we are now, because a lot of us we like to be isolated. And that's probably because we have been neglected for so long. So we deal with a lot of social and psychological issues that needs to be addressed, and we can no longer not talk about them.
So what made you, I don't know if I know I asked the question, but I probably started talking, I'm sorry. Did you answer that?
It's personal. It's personal. A family relative disclosed some things, and not only that, I knew in my heart, this is not like the light bulb came on when I was told it. I knew in my heart, and we all know that we don't live in a perfect world. So it was just that hit close to home, because when I was given names and dates and places, and that really touched, it affected me to the degree that I said, I have to do something on a positive tip about that, because this is like the 5th play that we've written, but this one is more personal, and that's why I really want to get this play out.
Awesome. So what if somebody wanted to get some tickets now? Well, tell us again about the dates.
Okay.
So,
sure. The dates are August the 30th and 31st. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. And the reason we did that was because some people have things that they do on Saturday. We respect that. Then others have things they do on Sunday. So it's either or, you know, pick your poison. Pick the date that you would like at the Woodlawn Point Community Center, located at 702 Donaldson Avenue. That's here in San Antonio, Texas. And if you wanted to get tickets, this beautiful little thing here is a QR code. Just put your phone on it, and it'll take you right into Eventbrite. And you can also get tickets from the cast members if you know any of the cast members, which we have a great cast. And Sandra, this cast is so special. We put the scripts down in rehearsal on many times as far as when we rehearse. And here's why. When we talk about like you being candid, everyone in our production have been affected by abuse in some way. So sometimes we have to put the script down and we have to have a therapy session. Because that's important. It's not about lights, action, camera, cut. It's about, I need help.
You see those eyes. You know, like me, I'm so used to, I wore shades a lot, glasses, always, because of the tears. I mean, just pain stuff. That would come up because God was dealing with me with it. It was time to come out of the secret life. And you're going to because you put me in this.
Mm.
You know, I'm a nurse. This is not what I'm supposed to be. Well, this is what I'm supposed to be in. This is what I chose something else.
I got you.
So you got to be real if you're going to be in front of the camera.
Oh, of course.
Someone else to be real.
Exactly. And even in the playbill, this is something that I want everyone to take advantage of. Normally in a playbill, you get the actor and the actress's name, and you get the person who does the lights and all that, and that's great. But in our playbill, we not only have that, but we dedicated a whole side to these are the things that you should do and look for in your children or your relatives or people that you know that's young. You know, in other words, if your child begins to act strange or different, you have to begin to extrapolate and ask questions. You should be careful who you allow your children to spend the night with.
Right.
See, these are the practical things that we all need to know. But a lot of us, we figure that because you're my sister, you're my cousin, you're my uncle, you're my brother, or you're safe. But that's not the case, because that's when it happens, because over 92% of victims of molestation and abuse, it happens with people that they do know. It's not anyone breaking in their house or something people want to do. It's people that they know. Right. Exactly. So these are the things that I think people will benefit greatly from this production.
Yes, and it's not that you're sick. Getting help is the way we all need help in something. So getting help is a positive situation. It's a positive end result for our generation. Because if we don't get help, then that's what happened. It's just a ball that kept rolling and rolling. And so it's not a stranger. It's mostly our family members that's broken.
Yes, and when you look at it, if we don't get help, in many instances, that abuse, it takes its effect in our minds psychologically. As we become older, we begin to try things and do things that we wouldn't have tried had that abuse not affected us.
Yeah.
So we turn to drugs, we turn to alcoholism, we turn to men, we turn to women, and we turn to different vices, and that's all a result of us not really getting the proper help. So that's important that we do try to prevent it so that we can be the best people that we should be. And this is one of the ways, like you're having me on your podcast, this is called creating a safe space. We can talk about this safely. We can say the truth about what's going on. We don't have to, kowtow and act like we can't open our mouths, because this is a serious issue that's going on right as we speak.
Yes, and I wanted to say something, but it'll come back. But I wanted to, you have something big here. This is phenomenal, big, and it's gonna blow up. It's already blowing up, but it's gonna open the doors to many things. Watch, because this is something that is untouched, unopened. So, but it's time.
Well, I want to do something that I did earlier, but I'm not putting Sandra on the spot, so don't you guys say, wow, he hit her with something she wasn't ready for. But this play is so important to me that I said, what can I do for my cast? And I'll mention them later on in the podcast. But sometimes, Sandra, when people do things for you, you can say thank you till the cows come home, and that's fine. You have to show them that you appreciate them. So what we're doing is we're going to have a dinner and dialogue. It's similar to a red carpet movie event. And you're invited. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to tell her, I want you to be there. There's going to be dinner. There's going to be dignitaries from the city. There's going to be the red carpet. There's going to be the step and the repeat. There's going to be clips from the play that they're going to show. I'm going to give the director's remarks. And it's just going to be a night of just thanking and appreciating people for what they've done, because my cast, or the cast that works with me, they are phenomenal, and they are so wonderful in that many of the young ladies and men, when they're trying to get their lives out, sometimes we have to stop because they go back to what happened to them. And so this is beautiful, this particular production. I can't wait.
Wow.
That's the 23rd, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
The 23rd.
And I'll be there, tears and all, of course. But I thank you so much for being obedient to your heart, being obedient to listening to your family member and saying, hey, this hurt me, and wanting to do something about it. So I appreciate that. That is just phenomenal. And then also, too, I'm looking at you. You look like, who do people say you look like? That boy, but you don't have his voice, though. But you look just like, I'm like, man, I know.
Who is he?
You know who he is.
Who is he?
He has the voice. He has the best movies. If he's in a movie, you know it's good. You guys, so he knows what I'm talking about.
No, I'm trying to think because I've been told a lot of different characters that I supposedly resemble, but you probably have one that I've never heard of. I want to add this to the list as far as the vocals, the voice.
Well, he does the realtor commercial, not his voice. No, homes.com. Homes.com. He does. What is his name? Oh my God!
Well, as soon as I leave, you're gonna call me like, Jahi, this is him.
You guys tell me who he looks like. Like, and he kind of have the outfit like he wore in one of his movies too.
What? Awesome.
You know who
I'm trying to.
It's not. Okay, so he's a major player. He played all the time. He's a president. He plays the black president.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Morgan with the voice.
All right.
You look like Morgan Freeman.
Wow. Well, you just. This is a new. I'm gonna put that on my list there.
Yeah, I got a guy, and he is produced of a wonderful production that's called Broken Glass, and it's gonna be what is it? Some things cut deep.
Yes, they do. Some things cut deep, and they're still cutting. And the goal is to make them stop cutting, to take those shards and to smooth them out, because we all have issues in life that we have to deal with. But we want to make sure that when you're an adult, that you're enjoying your life. And when you're a child, we go through things in adolescence and all of that, and we begin to learn who we are and figure out all of these things. But once we become an adult, especially at the other side of maybe going south of 35 to 40, we should begin to enjoy life, Sandra.
Yes.
But we can't enjoy life if those memories keep haunting us. Those ghosts in our machines, they keep bothering us. So yeah. So people ask me all the time, you seem like you're so happy, you seem like you're always nice, you seem like you're just a stand-up guy. And I'm like, because the problems that I've had in the past, I'm still dealing with them, but I'm making sure that they don't run me, I'm running them. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, I run those problems.
Yeah, some of the cast members that may be watching this, I don't know if you know any of them, but I mean, the cast is phenomenal. You know, we have a young lady named Earlene Tubbs. She's playing the major role of Ren.
Yeah.
Then we have the younger Ren, which is Chloe Broadnax. We have my son, Jahi Osaze. He's in it. Sulema Mendoza is in it. Kalia Tut. You do. She's something else. She's a great actress. She's a poet, but this is her first time acting. And you're going to be surprised. She's a great actress. She just didn't know she had it in her. Bring it out of her. We have Jordan Clark. We have Marie Bunch. We have Barbara Royal playing the role of a young lady named Zuri, an older lady rather named Zuri, that was put in a real mental institution and just left to rot. And we do that today. Yeah. So we can talk about, I feel sorry for her. Well, then when are you going to go visit her? Which her represents a family. We have Callie Tut. We have Jackson McWilliams. We have Baba Andar Mayat. We have Sister Sandra Anderson. The cast is phenomenal, and I get a kick out of it every time we rehearse. I can't wait. There's something else.
So how did the cast come about? Like, how did you have a?
Okay, I actually have a casting director, but on this one, I bypassed the casting director. In other words, I don't want who you want. Okay. Yeah. These are the people that I've been affiliated with in my life. Some of them have been in previous plays. Some have never acted. And I studied those people. And as I was writing scripts some 2 years ago, I began to say, this seems like so-and-so would play this well. So I personally handpicked each and every one of them. And I'm so glad I did, because everything I want out of them, I'm getting and then something.
Really? Yes, build a passion out of that. And you did it, you handpicked.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And they all have a story to tell. That's why on the night of the dinner and dialogue, we're all going to be interviewed, and you're going to hear some stories that's just going to make you say, wow, this is real, because they're going to be honest. That's one thing about the cast I have, and I love them for that. They're not going to put on any kind of airs. You ask them a question, and they're going to be respectful. They're going to answer the question, because everyone that I picked for these parts, I picked them because they were very candid, like yourself. In fact, you keep bothering me. The next play, you might be starring. Because you're candid. We like that straightforwardness. Again, put your phone on this here QR code. Get you some tickets. The tickets are going like hotcakes. Don't get angry with us. We told you. You better get them now. So we really want you to get your tickets to Broken Glass. It'll be an event that you will never forget.
Yes. Oh, man. I can't wait.
Yes.
Back to Saturday.
Yes. We're going to do it Saturday? Okay, good.
And then, of course, the dinner and dialogue.
Yeah, I know you want to do the dinner dialogue. Get your eat on, right?
Yeah, I just see the individually with the
Yes, ma'am.
just see how they.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. And someone asked me, why are you spending money? Why are you doing that, the dinner and dialogue?
Yeah.
And I said, because I love the people that I work with. And sometimes I'm not their boss, but sometimes people that are in a position of supervision or leadership, they don't always appreciate those people. So I'm showing them, because that's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's to show them, hey, wear your fanciest clothes you have, because some of the sisters have told me they gonna come and they all trying to outdo each other. And I told them, don't forget about me, I'm gonna come too, so I'll be sharp too. Yeah. But it's for them. This is my way of saying, hey, I'm gonna pay you, but this can't be compensated. This is something that I'm showing in my heart. I love you so much that I want to show you. I don't want to tell you, because that's fine. I want to show you, and I want them to say, wow, I was in a play one time, and this gentleman, he really rolled out the red carpet for me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes,
well, I really appreciate you. It was just such a joy and delight, heartfelt, for real. You know what I mean? Real. So how can someone reach you again?
Okay. Again, you can get the tickets at Eventbrite, but again, you hit the code, it'll take you into the event. But the play is going to be August the 30th and the 31st. It's called Broken Glass. It's a play that deals with truth, trauma, and healing. And as it says behind us, because some things cut deep. Come to the play. We're going to be selling t-shirts. We're just going to go all out so that you can see that this is a discussion that we're not going to just stop after the 31st of August. That's not the end of it. Because we had a symposium at the library, the Carver Library, about 3 weeks ago. And I'm telling you, it was standing room only. And basically, it was the cast members. We had a young lady who moderated, someone who interviewed them. I didn't say a word. And they told their stories, and the moderator moderated and interviewed them on a panel discussion. And everyone in that building, they wouldn't go home. We had to tell them, we got to leave. They wanted to talk because we're hurting. And instead of us dealing with the hurt, we just go through life, acting like it's not. But that's symposium. So someone told me, you should continue to do this. And I said, you know what? I know I should. So when this play is over with, I'll be keeping in contact with you. And you'll see that we're going to continue to have symposiums. We'll have discussions.
And this is open. You want to have,
Okay.
That room.
All right. You sure do.
Yeah. So we can have one for a couple here.
Okay. Fine. I appreciate it.
Yes. So again, you guys, awesome interview, heartfelt. This brother is real. So you guys, I can't wait, and you can't wait. So you need to get that QR code, put your phone there, get those tickets because they're going fast. If you want to reach out to me again, my name is Sandra, and I'm the host of the Bloom Show. But we have the Broken Glass here, so we want to concentrate on that. But you can reach me at 210-986-9881. And my email is sandra@ishallbloom.com. You can reach out to me if you can't reach, and I'm pretty sure you can get tickets or you can do the QR code. But just in case you want to come on the show, and even after that show, come on this show and talk about how that show impacted your life, you're welcome to come on the Bloom Show. And that's what I'm going to have them back. Maybe they want to come back and come back to the Bloom Show and talk about how the first event went, second event, whatever. We can talk about something like that.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, I thank you again, Mr. Jahi,
thank you.
For coming to the Bloom Show. And remember, this is the Bloom Show. We're on YouTube. So I need you to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the bell, because you never want to miss a premiere episode of the show. And remember, I shall bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall. Bye now. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sandra, and I'm the host of the Bloom Show. And I am so excited that I had a chance to interview Mr. Jahi Osaze. What a wonderful interview, and what a wonderful play, Broken Glass, a powerful play about truth, trauma, and healing. Some things cut deep, and we all know about that. That's going to premiere August 30th and the 31st at 5 o'clock. Woodlawn Point Community Center. Thank you. See you there.